casualties of war. The epic of a general, true story of a life so critical. Every strive for, they just stood strong.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Turn on the Jets TV, Week 2 edition. This week we're going to little recap NFL Week 1 Jets-Texans game, and obviously we're going to look ahead to this Sunday's huge game between the Jets and the Patriots. So let's start out with a little Week 1 Jets-Texans recap. I'm not sure if you could ask for anything more as a Jets fan from our team Week 1. It was basically as good as an opening day as I've been a part of as a Jet fan, except maybe when they beat Seattle like 41-3, but I was only like 8 or 9 years old back then. Anyway, defense was off the charts, completely smothered Houston's offense. Matt Schaub took a huge hit from Bart Scott in the first series and played scared in the pocket the whole game. Andre Johnson did absolutely nothing with Darrelle Revis on him. The run defense, Steve Slayton held to 17 yards. He broke that one play in the screen, and Donald Strickland had a huge hit on him, knocked the ball loose. Just phenomenal all the way around. The defense pitched a shutout. On offense, I think the offense was a lot more open and less conservative than most of us expected. And, Mark Sanchez took advantage of that, 18 of 31, 270 yards, a touchdown. Had the one interception, also had probably a couple other interceptions dropped. Regardless, for a rookie quarterback, played as well as you could ask in his first ever game. Obviously it's going to get harder for him moving forward with New England and Tennessee coming up, but, what a great way to start, and, good job by the Jets sticking with the running game despite having some difficulty with it early on. Eventually paid off as Thomas Jones ended up with 107 yards on 20 carries, even though he started out with 16 yards on 14 carries. A few other Week 1 observations. I still can't believe the Bills choked away that game against New England. Unbelievable. Only the Bills could lose that way. How they lost to the Jets last year trying to throw the ball with under 2 minutes left and J.P. Losman fumbles it and Sean Ellis runs it back. I have no idea what Leonis McClevin's thinking out. McKevin, I don't know how you pronounce his last name. I don't know what he's thinking running the ball out of the end zone. They had that game won. They dominated the Patriots the whole game. That would have been huge to have New England coming in at 0-1 with a chance to knock them to 0-2 overall and in the division. Unfortunately, Buffalo choked it away. Obviously you got to give credit to Tom Brady for putting together those 2 late touchdown drives after he looked, I would say, less than impressive for, probably the first 3 quarters of the game. Looked a little shaky in the pocket. And the Patriots overall, really, I really thought they were going to steamroll Buffalo. Their defense didn't impress me. Their running game did absolutely nothing. Brady had to throw the ball almost 60 times. So if he has to do that against the Jets, I don't think he's going to have as much success as he did against Buffalo. But we'll see. You never want to count out the Patriots, but we'll get to that later. Also, a couple other Week 1 observations. Dolphins, start of a long season for them. I promise you they will be 6-10 or 5-11. It's time for the reality, as I wrote this week, of they don't have enough talent to be a playoff team in the AFC this year, and they have a difficult schedule, and Chad Pennington never has 2 good seasons in a row. So get used to losing, Miami fans. You're going to lose this week, too, to the Colts. A couple other things. Giants looked real solid in their opening win over the Redskins. That game was not as close as the score indicated. Eagles, my Super Bowl pick, completely steamrolled the Panthers, who are going absolutely nowhere with Jake Delhomme throwing 4 or 5 interceptions every game and fumbling the ball. And he also killed my fantasy team, thank you very much, because Steve Smith had 1 catch and D'Angelo Williams only had 10 carries because they were down by 30 at halftime. So thank you, Jake Delhomme, for getting me a loss in Week 1. Anyway, we'll discombobulate after saying that. Let's talk about the Jets-Patriots. Now, I'm going to start this off by saying I'm going to predict the Jets to lose this game. Why? Because they've lost their last 8 home games to the Patriots. And I can't pick the Jets to win every week because, they're not going to go 16-0. And I'm trying to get, as good as a record possible in my predictions here without being, too biased because I'm a Jets fan. And so hopefully my prediction's wrong. I hope the Jets prove me wrong and they win. But, instead of talking about why New England's going to win this game, I'm going to say they're going to win because until the Jets beat them in the Meadowlands, the Patriots deserve the benefit of the doubt in, assuming that they're still the AFC's best team and assuming that they're going to beat the Jets in their building. Regardless, for the Jets to win this game, they need to not, come out conservative and not come out saying, we're playing New England, we're playing Belichick, we have to, get real conservative, run the ball, protect our rookie quarterback. No. New England's defense isn't anything special. It's a collection of strangers out there. There's no more Vrabel, no more Bruschi, no more Rodney Harrison. Jerome Mayo's out for this game. He's out 6 to 8 weeks with a sprained MCL. No more Richard Seymour. I don't want to hear it. The Patriots don't have one of the NFL's elite defenses. Yes, they have the best coach in the NFL, Bill Belichick, obviously. Regardless, you got to come out and run your game plan. And I think the Jets could hurt the Patriots by spreading them out. Come out in the 3 wide with Cotchery and Stuckey and Keller. The Patriots could not cover Dustin Keller last year, especially in their second game where he killed them. The Jets beat him in overtime. Get Leon Washington on the field and, don't, try to win the game by keeping Mark Sanchez to, 15 or 16 passes. I think the Jets can exploit some matchups against New England in the passing game. Trent Edwards had a very good day against them. So, you can't change who you are because of who you're playing. On defense, obviously I'm real confident with Darrelle Revis on Randy Moss. It's really been Wes Welker who's killed the Jets the last few times they played. And, I'm not sure it falls on one guy to stop Welker because of the kind of passes he catches. He's going to catch those quick receiver screens, those short passes over the middle. It's on everybody. It's in the linebackers, the safeties, Lito Shepard, Donald Strickland, Kerry Rhodes, those kind of guys to tackle him in the open field and not let him slip out of tackles on a 1-yard reception and turn it into, 20, 25-yard game. In terms of their running game, the Patriots, they do have a ton of talented running backs. I'm not going to sleep on Fred Taylor and Sammy Morris, Kevin Falk, and Lawrence Moroney. I mean, that's 4 quality guys. However, none of them could do anything last week. I don't know if it's the offensive line or the scheme or the running back, but I'm obviously much more concerned with the Patriots' passing game than the Patriots' running game. And the Patriots last year, when the Jets played them on Thursday night, the Patriots, threw all over the field on them despite the Jets winning. So, I think the Jets, I don't think you're going to see Rex Ryan dropping extra guys in the coverage. I think they're going to come after Brady and, really see how he is in that pocket with even more pressure coming after him because I tell you, he didn't look that good when the Bills came after him last week. Threw a real bad interception that was returned for a touchdown. Had a couple other near interceptions. Didn't look like his normal self. I'm sure he'll be back to his normal self as the season progresses, but, we'll see. I'm going to give New England, like I said, I'm going to give New England the benefit of the doubt. Predict that they're going to win in a very close game. I think either way this is going to be a close game. I'm not expecting, a blowout either way, and I feel like the Jets, regardless of what their record has been the last few years, play New England tough, and, we're going to have to see what happens. I would love, it would be a huge win. I hate New England. I hate everything about them. I hate everything up there. There was nothing more I was enjoying past Monday when they were showing, the stands and all the Patriot fans were sitting there, like, shocked that they were, like, losing Buffalo by 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter that they couldn't even comprehend it. I was enjoying it. I was calling people up, like, this is great, New England's going to be 0-1. What happens? Brady throws 2 touchdowns, the Bills choke away another game. Great. Anyway, I think it's going to be a tight game. I'm hoping the Jets prove me wrong and get a victory. Every year, the last 8 years, I've been to the Jet-Patriot home game. I go in with high expectations. I think they're going to win. They've been an underdog in every game in the last 8 years. And I always think, here we go. We got the upset coming. Pennington's going to lead us to the upset. Favre's going to lead us to the upset. Testaverde's going to lead us to the upset. And every year, I leave the stadium and lost to New England again. When am I going to get to watch the Jets beat New England in person? It hasn't happened for me. I've been 14 years old. 8 straight games I watched them lose. I would love for that to change this week. I'm going to be at the game. I'm going to bring my camera, feel a little of that game day experience, get it up on the site. I'm excited. I think the stadium's going to be energized, man. Rex Ryan's calling people up. I'm going to class. I got a voicemail from Rex Ryan telling me to cheer extra loud this weekend. That's exciting stuff. I'm fired up. And he did that for everybody, obviously, not just me. And I think the stadium's going to be real, up for this team. I mean, how could you not get excited about a team that plays defense the way we do and we got an exciting rookie quarterback? So the Meadowlands is going to be rocking this Sunday. I'm fired up. So I think we'll come down to the wire, picking the Patriots to win a close game, but hoping the Jets prove me wrong. Although quick Week 2 picks, I know this is getting a little long now. Giants over Dallas. I'm not sold on Dallas this year. Eagles, despite McNabb's health and despite him not playing, over the Saints. That's right, I'm sticking with my Super Bowl pick to get a victory. Colts beat up on the Dolphins on Monday night, 0-2 Miami. And I think that's about it for my picks for this week. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not sure how my fantasy team's going to do. I'm playing my friend Brian. He's 1-0. I'm 0-1. If Jake Delhomme could be somewhat of a normal NFL quarterback, I think I'll be okay. But we'll see. Also, Dustin Keller and Thomas Jones coming through huge for me last week in fantasy. Let's keep that going, guys. All right, that's it for Week 2 with Turn on the Jets TV. I hope to be back here next Friday talking about the 2-0 Jets and sole possession of first place of the AFC East because they beat the New England Patriots. We'll see. I can only hope.
The epic of a general, true story of a life so critical. Let me strive for. they just stood strong.